Check it out now. I work the pen to make the ink transform on any particular surface the pen lands on. Daiquiri's hands-on. What's the beat? The coolie high code cheese, high post techniques. I drape off poetic landscapes and shapes. Illustrate the paper space off the pen's dip paint. The design would have it National Geographic or Magic with tailor-made status and plus flavor that's automatic.
What's up, everybody? Kier Gomes here, and welcome back. So today is going to be a special day. We are going to review the Orbit version 6 playing cards. This is the 6th installment of the Orbit playing cards by Orbit Brown. I was out here. Without further ado, let's go ahead and roll that intro and get you guys on your way.
Let's go.
All right, so the Orbit 6th edition playing cards. All right, so the front of the tuck case just says Orbit. This looks a lot like the other Orbit decks that you've seen. You can see it's got this nice, it's not navy blue, it's almost like a really deep forest green, and it's on this matte finish. One side says 6th edition, other side has some ad copy about USPCC. The bottom just has that Orbit logo, and the top just has the number 23 on it. This is something that you see on every Orbit deck. You get this plasticky kind of seal on it. I really wish that these decks didn't have seals. I'm kind of over it, but let's pop it open. You get this nice, very nice light green on the inside. A little alien in one tech flap, and a little UFO in the other. So the back design is going to look pretty familiar. You've seen this on every Orbit deck, but this looks a lot like the 4th edition of Orbits, the black and white ones. You have this nice blue background. It's kind of like a deep navy blue, and then you get this UFO and this beautiful green stripe coming out of it that goes all the way to the edge of the border. This is something Orbit has done in the last 3 decks of cards. It makes fans look really interesting. Ooh. You're going to get 2 identical Jokers. If you've seen any past Orbit decks, you know that you usually have an astronaut riding the bicycle. This one is an alien. Ace of Spades has been tweaked just a little bit, but there's a good look at it. Now, something else that Orbit always does is they use the Arco playing cards pip package, which is basically just like USPC standard but vintage. But they always tweak the colors a little bit. So you can see the pips, the spades and clubs. I don't know if you could pick this up on camera, but instead of black, they're actually super dark navy blue. As usual, the jacks on these cards are members of the Orbit team. So this, I think, is Sean O. The royalty has some color customization. It's just this green and yellow, and all other color has been stripped. I really like the way that looks. That looks amazing. Jack of Diamonds obviously is Orbit Brown, and then you have Orbit Brown's father as the King of Hearts. Now, included with this deck, as with every Orbit deck, you are going to get a duplicate 8 of Spades, really good for a bunch of different magic effects, and you're going to get a double backer, my personal favorite. Look at that fan, wow. These cards are printed on a crushed B stock, so they're a little bit thinner than standard cards. However, they feel great. B stock is one of my favorites. Now, I just opened this deck, as you saw. The deck that I opened before that I've been using is right here. I've been using this one here. I'll show it to you real quick. So this deck I opened when I got, you can see that they are definitely used. They definitely do not fan anymore. Now, it might also be that I filmed the trailer out here and there's sand. It's all sand, so I dropped some cards and now they're all stiff. But now I also have a reputation of being pretty hard on my cards, which I mean is the whole point of having cards. It's the reason why they're so cheap, so that way you can use them. So I will say, as far as longevity, I have not had the best luck with Orbits in the past as far as how long they last. I find the cards are affordable anyway. I probably still will use this deck for photos and videos, cardistry. It's good for packets now because it's so clumpy. Overall, really great cards. I think if I had to say what my favorite Orbit deck was, as of this moment, it would definitely be these ones. I really liked the 5th edition. I loved the 4th edition. That was probably my favorite before these. But now, I think these cards just might be the best ones. Yeah, there you go. Well, guys, really hope that you enjoyed my review of the Orbit V6 playing cards. I was super stoked to review them for you. Really quickly, do want to mention this video is brought to you by Borrowed from Stardom Clothing. If you're interested in checking that out, I'll go ahead and link their Instagram down below, and I'll link a video where you can see the trailer that I made for them. With all that being said, I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. I know I will. Have a happy holidays, and I'll see you next week.